Hi everyone, this is Emily Graziano, and some of you may have seen me in the video I recently did with Brant from In My Head channel, where my mom and I show off even more of her Kiss merchandise. And in that video, I briefly showed off this scrapbook that I really can't say that I made it because I just compiled it. I just put it together. I didn't really make it. I just slapped all these things together, so I don't even think I can say that I made it. I compiled it. I'm a curator of it, I suppose. But Demetrios K was the one who really requested this and wanted to see it, so I thought it might be the first object that I could show in greater detail. So to everybody who's watching, thanks for watching, and I really hope you enjoy this because this is just something that I compiled. I like scrapbooking, so that's why I made it. And this is a bumper sticker that we cut this, and it was a pain in the butt to put on. I just got done putting it on like 5 minutes ago. I was putting the final touches on the scrapbook. It actually still needs a few, but it's good enough to show on camera. Some leftover things I still need to put in. But anyway, here I'll just go through and comment when necessary. So when putting this together, I tried to put it in chronological order, and I didn't get it correct, but I used like their outfits as sort of a guide. I used like copyrights in the corners as kind of like a guide. So that's a great picture, the silver and black. And this picture is a very interesting picture because you can tell that Paul has the makeup on the other eye. So the magazine must have flipped it somehow, mirrored it. So. And then this is the first article that we're missing part of the article for. It's from Circus Magazine, and they're in their Love Gun outfits. This was the centerfold in the middle of Jean, and then the article is finished on the back, so we're at least missing one page of that. So this we have the full article for, and this I know belongs in the chronological order that it is because it talks all. It must have come out in December of '77 because it says you might have to go to Japan to see them in 1978, and it talks like, oh, if you have Alive 2, yada yada. So that was really really cool. Great centerfold of the Alive 2 era. And then these were just random mini pop-outs that we had. This one actually is from 1977 because on the back it says you can enter some kind of contest in the magazine, and it says enter by September 1st, 1977. So that's from 77. This, not the picture obviously, but the printing of this in the magazine. This is a great pic of Ace. He's so cool, and if you look closely, he spells destiny wrong, and I pointed that out to my mom, and she's like, oh, it doesn't matter. Ace's heart was in the right place, so it really doesn't matter. And me, who I am kind of like a grammar person, I'm like, well, yeah, Ace's heart is in the right, it's in the right space, haha. So he gets a pass. Paul on a lion. And here's an ad, that a newspaper clipping or a magazine clipping, I'm not sure from what, but it's for the solo albums merch, like the rings and the necklaces. And if you look closely, I don't know if you can see it on camera very well, it says copyright 1977 to Coin Management Inc. Just so cool. Had to show that. Kiss answers your questions. I don't know if this is from a full Kiss magazine, but we didn't have it. It was just pulled out for the poster, and I don't know if it was part of a full Kiss magazine, but not that. Article on Kiss when they were teenagers. Here's another article that we're missing half of it. I'm assuming it said Gene Simmons and Paul Stanley Unmasked, and this is from 1978, because if you look closely, it says formed in 1973. One thing has never changed in 5 years, so you know it's from 78. Nice pic of the guys here. Look, little ripped, but it's okay. It's safe in an insert now. Another clipping for an advertisement, and we actually have that magazine. I showed it in the first video I did with Brant, this magazine. Just thought it was cool. And then here is the third and final article that we're missing. This is a behind the scenes article for Kiss Meets the Phantom, and we only have this one page. It's pretty sad. And in that same circus magazine, there is this poster of Paul, the snap out of Paul. So I don't know how many pages we're missing from that, but it's pretty sad that we are missing it. Here is Grooves from December of 1979. There's only 3 pages in it. That's a great picture of Gene and then of Peter, by the way. All that's missing is a nice shot of Ace in his Dynasty costume because we got Paul on the cover. And then it skips to 1996. So it goes from 79 to 96 because a lot of the 80s articles we have, they are fully immersed and they're just all about Kiss, so there wasn't anything to like take out. Sorry, I had to pause it for a moment there. My dad was telling me he was going out, and he almost messed up the whole video. He's not a Kiss fan. Love you, Father. I just wish you were a Kiss fan. It's okay that you're not. It's just whatever. Yeah, we have Spin magazine. Getting back to it. Spin. And I didn't want to cut the magazine, so I cut the insert that I put it in, and I put laminate over the edge of it that is not covered by the insert, so I didn't have to cut anything off. A lot of you probably have this, or even have all 4 covers. And then because, for those of you who remember, this was like a one-sided thing, so I was able to cut it, put it, and fit it into the full insert for the last like 3 pages or something. And then this Hit Parader magazine is from August of 96, so it is as old as me, basically. And I don't know if you can really see it, but there's like a pic up of Paul, like if you put it in the light at a certain angle. Vintage advertising, I love it, for Gene, and then Paul's guitars, love that. Really cool pictures, a nice article, back when the band was still cool and getting along and it was just fun that the whole band was back together. Great picture of Gene from 1979 in his Dynasty costume, just so cool. Nice pic of the guys here. This little special is from September of 1996, and it was a full magazine, but it was so thin that I decided I'll just put it in here because there's not much. That's a cool pic of Ace. Yeah, the elder costumes, Gene and Paul's costumes may have been really, really embarrassing, but Ace and Eric, for that matter, looked really cool. This Hit Parader, and again, there's one of Gene in the corner there. I do this. This is from October of 1996. Great pic of Ace. Cool pic of Peter. Guys. Vintage advertising, again, this is from, I think on the back, it says you can enter a contest by December 1st of 96, so this had to have been before then. But for Vinnie Vincent, yeah, rare. Another ad saved for Marshall amps, I believe. Yep. And yes, a vintage advertisement for Carnival of Souls, the last chapter of the Kiss 1992 to 1996 lineup. Advertising the singles. Well, I don't even recall if they were released as singles. For Jungle and Hate. What an album ad. And then here, this is the first little thing that I made from true scraps, and pictures of Ace on guitar magazines, an article about Ace, a snippet, an advertisement for the book, which we have that book, and a wrapping the wrapping, I can't think of the name for it. The packaging for the Kiss trading cards. Series 2, see it says copyright Kiss catalog 1998. And then it's clipping from a magazine, I think it was like Metal Edge or something, of a fan group who traveled from Utrecht. No, not, wait, I don't know, here. I'll just zoom in. And then it skips to 1998, the Psycho Circus era. I remember my mom getting this magazine. I do. Again, vintage advertising for Ace, Paul. Really, really cool. Advertisement for the Psycho Circus. What is it? Are they action figures? But October of 1998, it says. Another Gene ad. And then for miniature, like, toy cars. Just so cool. I love all the vintage ads that we have. Collectible dolls at Spencer's. What a memory. And then here's something cool. A vintage CD ordering ad. Thought that was really cool. And a magazine ad where you can order. And I think we have a majority of these that I showed last time. And then here's something that gets really personal. The newspaper clipping that my mom, she went to that show. And here's her handwriting. She sat in section 114, row G, is that G? Seats 9 and 10. She went with a friend who she is not friends with anymore, but that's okay. Yep, right there. And then here's her handwriting. I thought that was pretty cool. Like the day she called, when to call, like when you had to call in. So cool. And I can show this address because we don't live there anymore, but when they sent you tickets, they used to send you this as well. This was the container, well, not container, the sleeve. What's with me in words today? The sleeve that the tickets came in, so we saved that too. And that's a calendar clipping from the day calendar that she had that she kept. It's like, oh, today we're going to see Kiss. Thought that was cool. And here's a local magazine, or not magazine, newspaper article from that day. Goldmine magazine from June 2nd, 2000. And this one, I couldn't, these were double-sided, so I just had to rip them out and fold them in here because they're double-sided. Interview with Paul and Jean, all the members, and then it goes into, let's skip the page. Jean's goes on to Peter's. This is another ad that I can't cut. And then I was able to cut out half of Peter's because it was one-sided, so I was able to cut it and fit it to be in an insert for the book. And then I was able to do the same thing with Ace's, cut out his complete interview and shape it for the book. And of course there's more ads and mail-ins and everything like that. That's what makes it cool. Like the Kiss auction that went on. Here's an ad for it. I mean, that's just so cool. Thought this was cool. A tribute. But they don't show Peter's picture for some reason. Like, that's so weird. Advertising for Tail the Fox. And I kept this because someone's handwriting is on it. It's like, oh, this is when it's going to be in store. You can get it on release day. Like, how cool is that? Again, here's another mail-in order sheet from around, August 2000. So that was cool. The Kiss pinball box I decided to put in here. If my mom can't play, I save room in the box, put it in here. So It's now saved. The box, and here's the back of the box. It's pretty cool. Metal Edge from 2000. August 2000, so it's still August 2000. An advertisement for that Kiss Nightmare Child game. Oops. Another magazine ad there. Great pictures of all the guys in this magazine article. And then here's where I had to compile things again. What I made. A small newspaper clipping saying where the band is performing. And then again, for some reason, when they sent you, I guess they had to put they sent you like a ticket-looking thing with your address on it. Again, here's like how much my mom paid in 2000. Like her handwriting of when she called, where they're sitting, where to go online. Like that's what makes it so cool. And here's where she sat in the venue, and she sat row WW in section 205 in the center. And here's a note from me. WW seats 23 and 24 are behind a pole, and it kept my mom Sandy away from the venue for 20 years and from seeing her favorite band for 19 years. OMG. Yes. Newspaper article about the show. And then another one advertising The Last Kiss on pay-per-view, and I added the date there. Then here's the set list that they played at that show at the New World Music Theater. I still need to go back and print out the one from the Allstate Arena, but this is the actual ticket. And then this is cool. This my mom got from like a store. I don't know if it was Spencer's or at a flea market, but they were getting rid of the advertisement for the live action figures, and somehow, I don't know how she managed to talk her way, or maybe they recognized her, but she was able to get the advertisement to those action figures, so that's extremely rare, I think. Great pic of Gene and Paul from the Parader. This was an article explaining the future of what the guys are going to do after the farewell. This is a cool newspaper article, because my cousin Ron, when he was featured on VH1, this was before he was even in our family, married into the family, and it aired December 22nd, 2000. Oh, Ron. He still has all that, by the way. More newspaper clippings. And, I tried to keep the dates whenever I could, whenever it was possible to keep the dates. Zoom in there if you want to read that snippet on Ace. Read the snippet here. This one is about Paul's divorce, and this one, it's about Gene Simmons talking about the secret documentary. Another ad, and this time we have Eric Senior in the Catman makeup. And I'm talking about that. An article about Rockstar pinball machines, but I think I cut out only the snippet where they talk about Kiss, and then there's a really cool illustration. My mom went to Kiss Fest in 2001 in Chicago, and again, her handwriting, so I kept it. She paid $25.50 for a ticket, and she called on July 30th, 2001, and the laminate is right here. Another newspaper article. And then after that we have a Q&A, well, not Q&A with Paul Stanley online, which was for 2001 was a really big deal. So, I mean, she had it, so why not keep it? Why not keep the transcription of that when she printed it? Thought that was so cool. He talks about Peter leaving and will he ever get another tattoo? I think that's on the other side. Why are they offended? Are they disgusted by the kiss coffin? Oh yeah, here's the tattoo they're talking about. The Folgers commercial. He talks about it. And then on the back, oh, here's like a flyer for videos you could get. I just thought it was cool, so why not keep it? Why not? Band Static X doing their Kiss tribute, Halloween 2001. I don't even know who that band is or that they even were a band. And an ad, a magazine ad for the box set. How cool is this? I mean, you're just reading a magazine and you find this in there. I mean, that's just so cool. Article about the box set. Another CD, Kiss catalog, discography, advertisement. That's cool. I mean, imagine, again, you're reading a magazine, you see that. I mean, this doesn't happen today. Article for a tribute to Eric Carr. This was released around the 10th anniversary of his death, so. Another article, and this I still have to fix because, it's so weird. There is, you think that I'd be able to do this, but no, because you flip, and it's here, then you flip, and it's here, and then it's on the back. Article of Gene Simmons talking about, is this going to be the last we're ever going to see of Kiss? Ha. A newspaper clipping of Gene advertising the coffin. Remember when Peter Criss had a guest appearance on Oz, that TV show? Here's the ticket from my mom's Kiss Fest. More random clippings. Talking about the end of Kiss and what's next. Oh, if we only knew. Another Goldmine magazine. Oh, newspaper magazine. I was able to put some and cut it, but some were double-sided and I couldn't cut it. Again, I mean, I wish Kiss was featured in more magazines nowadays because now they're not. Yeah, I think they only interviewed Paul and Gene. Like, here's a cool ad for the New York Kiss Expo with Vinnie Vincent as a special guest. In that issue, they had a review of Gene's autobiography. And then a bunch of ads, just like, oh, be a part of Kiss during the Kiss Expo, and the guitars, and it's just so cool. Oh, and then they did, we have an article from the Olympics, when they were on the Olympics. I don't know if it talks about Kiss, but it pictures them, so why not just keep the article? Another issue of Spin magazine here with Kiss on the cover and just their clipping. And then this is a cutout from the next magazine, Music Business. Kiss really over? And it's funny, we are asking the exact same questions today. Like, we're just asking the same questions today. And it's just an interview with Gene, not Paul. But great pictures of the other guys as well. An ad from That 70s Show when Paul and Gene were on it. And it's funny how only Paul and Gene are posing. Because by then, of course, we had Eric and Tommy dressing up as Peter and Ace. Another Kiss magazine ad, but this time advertising for a 2003 wall calendar. Stupid questions with Paul Stanley and Gene Simmons. And I'm going to highlight this article because it's just really funny questions. Again, they talk about the Kiss coffins and the Kiss condoms, Gene's new book. Oh, here they talk about the Phantom. More questions about the Phantom. And then this is a little note I wrote to my mom when we got to go see Kiss. And when she took me to the concert and how excited, I just wanted to write something to her to let her know this was 19 years in the making of wanting to go. And then here is the set list from that tour, along with our ticket, because we printed off the computer. I wish we would have gotten mailed tickets, but whatever, we still have this. Then this is my personal review of Kiss Meets the Phantom of the Park that I wrote, and I may be posting this exact review on my film blog, but I don't know if I'm going to rewrite one or what, but I just thought I had to do it because I really felt like writing a review because I'm just that type of film person. And then this, I'll pan down, but this is a funny meme. I just love it. And then I wrote a letter on the Kiss fan letter thing, and it got accepted because I tried it once, and I mentioned the words old, and I mentioned the names Ace and Peter, and it didn't get accepted. So I reworded it to say classic, and I said classic footage of the band in the 70s. I didn't say Ace and Peter. And then, again, I have to still put this in our ticket from going to see Ace Frehley. I need to get up the set list and do that. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Thank you so much for watching, and let me know what you think. If you need me to screenshot anything and give you the article, let me know, and I can post it on Tumblr and I can link it. Thank you for watching, and just thanks, everybody. Just thanks so much for supporting me and welcoming me and my mom into the internet Kiss Army. Everyone has always been a member of the Kiss Army, but it's very difficult to get online and say it. But you guys are making it so easy. Thank you very much, and I will see you next time.